Hello everyone. Welcome back to part 2 video of chapter 11 Work and Energy. In the part 1 video we have discussed about the work. Now in this part 2 video we'll discuss about the energy and what are the different forms of energy. As we all know that energy is very much important for us and life is impossible without energy. The demand of energy is increasing day by day. So the question is, from where does this energy we get? One of the biggest source of energy is the sun. And there are other secondary sources of energy on the earth. They are nuclear energy, tidal energy, wind energy, thermal energy, etc. Now here we define the energy as the capacity of a body to do work. So capacity means more the energy the body possesses, more work will be done by the body, and if the energy stored in the body is less, then small amount of work will be done by that body. So from this definition, we came to know that energy is related to work. So how it is related to work? Let us try to understand by an activity. Now here in the figure, the boy is trying to kick the ball with his thigh. The boy has energy and he applies that energy to the ball through a force. So he applies the force on the ball and the ball will displace. So in this case, the energy is transformed from a boy to the ball by the application of force. By receiving the energy, the ball moves and the boy does some work. So this is how the energy is related to the work done. Energy is measured in the SI unit, joule. So it is represented by capital J. And also there is a bigger unit of energy, which is called kilojoule. So this kilojoule is a bigger unit, this joule is a smaller unit. So the relation between the two is given by 1 kilojoule equals to 1000 joule. So this is the relation between kilojoule and joule. Now we discuss about the next topic, form of energy. So energy exists in different forms. The various forms of energy are mechanical energy, which is a sum of potential energy and kinetic energy. Then heat energy, chemical energy, electrical energy, and light energy. So first we discuss about the mechanical energy. The sum of kinetic energy and potential energy of a body is called mechanical energy. Or in other way also we can define this mechanical energy. The energy possessed by a body on the account of its motion or position is called mechanical energy. So this definition means the same thing here. The energy possessed by the body on the account of its motion is called kinetic energy, and the energy possessed by the body on the account of its position, we call it potential energy. So mechanical energy is the sum of kinetic energy and potential energy. So mechanical energy has two different forms. One is kinetic energy and another potential energy. So now let us discuss one by one what is kinetic energy and what is potential energy. Now first we define kinetic energy. It is the energy possessed by the body due to its motion. Motion means if a body is moving, then the energy possessed by the body due to its motion is called kinetic energy. Kinetic energy of an object depends on its speed. So greater the speed, more will be the kinetic energy stored in the body, and lesser the speed, less kinetic energy will be stored in the body. So it depends upon speed or velocity. So for example, a moving bullet, moving ball, moving car, running water, etc. all possess kinetic energy. So here, the girl is trying to catch the ball. So ball is moving. So this ball will possess kinetic energy. And here a man is driving the car. So this car, along with the man, due to its motion, it possesses the kinetic energy. And here, the third example, where a bullet is fired from a pistol. So as the bullet moves forward with a certain velocity, this bullet also possesses some kinetic energy. Now here, we define potential energy. The energy possessed by the body due to its position or shape is called its potential energy. The example, bent string of bow, stretched rubber in a slingshot, ball on the hill. So here, this is a bow and this is an arrow. The string of the bow here is stretched, and due to this deformation of the string, it possesses some potential energy. So later on, if we release this arrow, then that potential energy will be converted into kinetic energy of the arrow, and this arrow will move forward. The second example here is stretched rubber in slingshot. Now in this second figure, the boy is trying to stretch the rubber of the slingshot. So in doing so, there is a deformation or the elongation of the rubber, so due to which the potential energy will be stored in the rubber. In this third figure, the ball is on the top of the hill. So because of its height from the bottom of the hill, this ball will possess some potential energy.